6 years to complete. 17 years to complete. Boomers. Minimum wage jobs are for teenagers. It's not meant to live on. Your dad's minimum wage job paid for a house, a car, 4 kids, and secret second family. Scored 129.6 over 150 in the exam. Last year cut off 97. This year cut off 129.7. ChatGPT in 2060. Guy who asked it to count 1 to 1 million. Lazy people. Very lazy people. People who use AI to do literally everything. Therapist. How are you? Me. I'm doing good. Therapist. That's good. What brings you here? Me. I'm doing bad. Not so pretty from this angle, hey. My girlfriend, after I tell her about all 34 incidents since 1945 where a nuclear weapon was almost accidentally detonated. Couple vlogs, OnlyFans, couples without any skills and degrees, people who only insult others during arguments, people who calmly and logically argue their case. Star Wars fans after Kathleen Kennedy steps down as the president of Lucasfilm. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. Designers. Look, we have the same ideas. No, you stole my work. Programmers. I stole your code. This is not my code. My mom telling her friends how amazing my brother is. Me who knows my brother. Me before I started cooking. Haha, the French have a marching song about how good onions are. Me after I have started cooking. Oh my god. I get it. That time Michael Jackson convinced Janet to go Super Saiyan 3 with him. When they say whole dad thought. iPod, iPad, iPad, ate the radioactive shrimp from Walmart. The 4 wisdom teeth deciding how to grow in. Maybe the town of Berry could rethink their RSPCA sign. Staying away from you. What are you doing in that profile picture? My dad gave me his PhD, and now I'm a doctor. When you pull up to your brother's job, and he's in his work fit. Jurassic Park has animals brought back from the dead. So, it's a zombie movie. How the night before an important event feels. Men only want one thing. How I cook with ADHD. Random bullshit go. Looking in the mirror after finishing the last of the Christmas chocolates. That'll do, big. That'll do. Today's kids will never know the struggle to untangle these earphones. Cranky parents. The pet they said they wouldn't take care of. People of the world trying to be better and optimistic. Upper echelons ready to burn this world for profit. When people have been walking on you your whole life. 1990s, upgrade. 2000s, upgrade. Early 2010s, upgrade. 2017 to 2025, go back. Me who has learned the shut for the past week. First question. At the hospital for a family medical emergency. Can't stop dusting after the heat doctor. Up and up and up. $15.99. $16.99. $21.99. Googling a song based on the beat only because you can't remember the lyrics. That face when the world is on fire but you have to finish the report before 5 PM. When you see bro using the same kind of pen you lost a few days ago. Career, AI taking jobs in an already dead job market. Relationship, loneliness, toxicity and red flags are now an aesthetic. Personal finance, rising costs, wars, and decreasing minimum wage. Gen Z. Marriage motivation. Don't wanna be alone. Need cuddles. Need someone to help rub soap on back. Keep the metal. It represents all the values that you fail to live up to. My phone in that liminal space between Wi-Fi and mobile data when I'm leaving the house. Going to a party so I don't feel lonely. Canceling all my plans to enjoy my loneliness with my imaginary friends who actually get me. when the 5-minute fast texting period is over and you have to wait 3 business days to get a reply again. Why isn't there a free trial that doesn't ask for my card information? He was asking too many questions. When you either sleep for too long or woke up too early, absolutely dead tired, when you sleep and woke up after 8 hours. Blow my mind. Surgically implant a small explosion inside your skull. When someone says why was the 90s so special, I show them this. 2020s, 2000s, 1990s. When I was kid, I used to think that Wiz Khalifa and Mia Khalifa are brother and sister, and Burj Khalifa is their home. POV, you're going triple the speed limit, but that's not nearly fast enough for the ultimate driving machine that's currently 1 inch behind you. My boss keeps touching me inappropriately. You should go to HR, but I'm self-employed. After losing a cat owner, that lost cat. Click click click. By continuing using this site, you agree to share your cookies. Yeah sure whatever. Click. Fool. When your alarm hasn't gone off, but the amount of sleep you're getting is suspicious. Yeah, middle-aged texture must have been cruel, but just imagine how good this thing would crack your back. Every girl deserves to have a caring boyfriend like this. A dolphin. Adolphin. A sad person. A sad Southeast Asian. Husband, I never said that. Wife. POV, you came home from a long day and you see this at the front door. Me when someone doesn't believe me and they Google it and see I'm right. Don't forget. Me, I won't. My brain, forget what? GTA 6 releases some random mother ducker 2 hours later. Full game walkthrough, no commentary, 4K 60 FPS. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Archaeologists digging up Miami in 1000 years. Me every day listening to the same 8 songs as always. People in survival shows, the cameramen. When you go to the doctor and ask him about the tests, he tells you that you are perfectly fine, gives you a paper, and tells you to give it to your family, and then they start treating you very kindly. Dad's watching TV. Dad's when you change the channel. The girl I like. My flirting skills. Before the movie. Before the movie. Opening new Chrome tab. Me. 20 plus tabs already open. Tabs that Chrome kills after a while. We've got that Friday feeling. Some things are better left unsaid, and I usually realize that after saying them. Bro bought the toys, forgot to buy friends. Before you go any further, today is not the day, and I'm not the one. AIs during safety testing. AIs when nobody's watching. Human beings are a disease. Me overthinking about how I'm overthinking. What I want to say. My ability to speak. Me when an apostle of Satan, a state trooper, tries to arrest me, God's drunkest driver, and I show him the light of the Lord, concealed carry flare gun. Dante was the first self-insert fanfiction writer. Change my mind. Me building up the courage to unsubscribe from a YouTuber who I've watched grow and progressively become more annoying. Trolley problem. Nobody is in any danger. Do you jump in front of the moving trolley? Me changing graveyard because they put me next to my ex. Fans leaving Edgar Allan Poe's grave on his birthday. A shadowy figure with 3 roses and liquor heading there himself. Me decides to start running to be healthy. My heart after 2 minutes. If you don't stop, I will. When a princess is turned into a frog, but her prince is an intellectual weirdo who's always wanted a talking amphibian. How I say things without actually saying it. If life is a video game, the graphics are great, but the plot is confusing, and the tutorial is way too long, says the guy playing with the cheat codes enabled. pride getting its own month. The other 6 deadly sins. Why no dust month? I want a glutton month. The perfect security camera placement does not exist. I don't know if I should say hi to her, ask for an autograph, or report her to Louvre. Your liver listening to you tell the doctor you only have 1 or 2 drinks a week. There's no such thing as a perfect name for a firefight. Lieutenant Leonard Burney, Sun Prairie Fire Department. Your 20s will be the greatest years of your life. Me in my 20s. I have a superpower. I can detect the start of a YouTuber sponsored segment from the slightest change in their tone. My mom trying to delete my games. Me watching her delete the desktop icons. How I look at my mother who scolds me for what my younger brother did. My girlfriend, you're such a good artist. Me. It amazes me that a phone cord back in the day could stretch from one room to another, but you can't get a USB cord to last a week. Well, it's simple, Russ. It's called the Hegelian dialect. Basically you create the problem to get the reaction you want, and then people accept the solution you offer, and if they are really scared, they'll even beg for it. Wolves. I never thought I'd hunt food side by side with a human. Humans. What about side by side with a friend? Dogs. I could do that. Ron Perelman says he got paid $40 and a sandwich for narrating the original Fallout game. I did a couple of lines, got my $40 and my sandwich, and went home. What my wife saw. What I saw. As a European, this is how I imagine Americans have breakfast. The breakfast gun goes on the left, bro. Hey, Dad, how will I know when I've become an adult? When your day is ruined because they rearrange the grocery store. Windows 8 can snack my nut. I can't believe how far technology has come. Paris Hilton helping children to stop smelling poor. Man returns to work after vacation with fresh, re-energized hatred for job. If right people could press a magic button to instantly undo slavery, would they press it? Of course. If bulk people could press a magic button to instantly undo slavery, they would still live in Africa though. Would they press it? They would never press that ducking button, lol. What's a line delivery you'll never forget? So this is it? After all we've been through. I rewatched all the Toy Story movies recently with my roommates, and we realized the plot of every Toy Story movie is Woody being right all along, and nobody listening to him. It's not okay to be right. If that's how you feel, I don't really want to be around you. That's recess. I told my Lyft driver I was on mushrooms and he said, like pizza mushrooms? I thought about it for 5 seconds and was like, yeah. Then he confided he sometimes eats a whole can of bulk olives. Map, I'm doing everything I can. It is 1996. We have a president born in 1946. It is 2006. We have a president born in 1946. It is 2016. We selected a president born in 1946. It is 2026. We have a president born in 1946. Bro, what was in the water in 1946? Lead. To fall asleep, you must first pretend to be asleep, and that's how everything works. Hey bro, how are you doing? We should plan. Bro, these humans just took my balls. You're next. When you see the people who were popular in high school again. Anaconda has passed $100 million worldwide. I can't name a single soul who's seen this. The worst thing that can happen to a socialist is to have his country ruled by socialists who are not his friends. Ludwig von Mises. Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. This is my politics. Always trust your gut. Stop paying income tax. Yes. If the truth shall kill them, let them die. Marcus Aurelius. Robert De Niro says he has no choice but to leave New York City now that Mandani is officially the mayor. He wants to take half of my savings because I'm wealthy. I haven't worked in some time. My savings is all I have. De Niro was an avid supporter of the communists during his campaign. Looks like he's reached the find out portion of his choices. One time, I was on a date in high school, and I got pulled over, and the police officer let me off with a warning, but fined my date $100 because she was only 4 feet 8 inches, and by law, was supposed to be in a booster seat, and honestly I think about this a lot. Globalists in 2100, after they successfully replaced Caucasians with third worlders, now what? Peter Jackson, so Grimmer will stab you, and then you scream. Christopher Lee. Women with a time machine. Hang in there, sister. One day, you will have the freedom to show your butthole to millions of people on the internet. Ah, no thank you, child. Men with a time machine. Fear not. Little Aisha. I've come to rescue you. Okay, I will give the ability to fly to only one more animal. Who's interested? A ducking fish, I'll take it lol. Penguins, duck you, man. Seniority in the workplace is the ability to solve a 5-hour coding problem in 5 minutes because you spent 5 days failing at it once before. It's a live action. Of course the fits won't look just as good. Okay, then explain this. It is good to see that Latin is alive and kicking even in the deep Australian outback. He was quite fond of the drink. It was the drink that killed him. How awful. He was an alcoholic? No, he was hit by a Guinness truck. Best film. My DoorDasher uploaded this picture as proof of delivery. There's no time to explain. Get in the car. Read terms and conditions of use. Ain't nobody got time for that. Smart cars, smart TVs, smartphones. When will they start making smart people? Firefox has encountered an unexpected problem with Windows. This is the glory of the internet. But what's that shadowy place over there? Google+. Forgets things that you want to remember. Remembers things you want to forget. If ugliness was measured in bricks, you should be the Great Wall of China. One does not simply talk to their pet in a normal voice. No they don't. Oh no they don't. When a middle-aged female customer is rude to me, I like to give her the senior discount and watch her die a little inside. My mom didn't let me watch Hunger Games, so I gave her a sneak peek at Catching Fire. Dear 11-year-olds on Facebook with It's Complicated. What did he do? Steal your animal crackers? Put your phone on airplane mode when playing games. You can play without the ads. Run away and never return. No. I don't always get carried by a human. But when I do it in style. Teacher says knowledge doesn't hurt. Throw textbook at teacher. What if when we have dreams, we don't actually have dreams, but control our other self in a parallel universe? Now son, do you know what you did wrong? Yes sir, I shared something on Facebook without checking facts, and allowed bullshit to propagate, leading slowly to the dumbing down of humanity. Pet shop owner asked me if I wanted a female dog or a male. Butch please. I thought of you today when someone asked, how stupid can one person be? If you didn't want to get kicked in the face, then you shouldn't have clicked my toes while I was falling asleep. What if I told you that you could eat dinner without posting a picture of it on Facebook? If Miley Cyrus could stop shaking that non-existent ace of hers, that would be great. No one can take away your right to bear arms. What if the princess wants to be with Bowser, but Mario keeps squidnapping her? Changed password to incorrect, so whenever I forget, it always tells me your password is incorrect. What if birds aren't singing? They're just screaming because they're afraid of heights. Need money to go to college. Need a good job to get money. Need college to get a good job. Paradoxes. If I can't talk to strangers, then how am I supposed to make friends? Alright team, more than half of our students are failing this semester. Any ideas to ensure they get a passing grade? Assign more homework? Curve the grading scale? Give them open note test? Because in the real world, you have access to resources? Yeah, so, if teachers would assign projects, so they're not all due the same day, that'd be great. The glass is half empty? False. The glass is exactly full, half with gas, half with liquid. Eating meat is not natural. Takes a supplement for the essential vitamins found only in meat. My terms are simple. You promise to worship me and meet all of my demands. Now sign here. Okay, so we need to think of a way to save money. Lower the thermostat. Use less energy. Stop breaking windows. Actually, I like being ill because I have a real excuse to stay at home all day. How did the hipster burn this tongue on coffee? He drank it before it was cool. Not sure if they knew it was my birthday or found out from Facebook. That moment when you just start getting into a TV show. Then they announce there will only be one more season. If radio stations would stop playing the same song a million times, that would be great. If the pen is mightier than the sword, does that mean the keyboard is mightier than the AK-47? You put the lime in the coconut. When I was a kid, I thought colors didn't exist in the past. Found favorite food at end of buffet, plate already full. They said I was bad at dodgeball. I said they were bad at dodged out. Took all of Africa's resources, then told them we'll be back with food. If everyone could stop talking about school during the summer, that would be great. If a vampire bites a zombie, does a vampire turn into a zombie, or does the zombie turn into a vampire? How would I know where the ball went?